over the years, I learned that as long as I don't quit, it's not over, right? You're gonna
Mm,
face obstacles and challenges. You have to have your why as to why you want to keep going. It's got to be bigger than all the pain you're going through. And when you've identified that and you're really working for a real reason, all you're trying to do is figure out the puzzle. So
mm,
that's one of the things that I've gotten through a lot of the issues because there's no easy years when it comes to being a real estate investor, right? You
yeah,
might have some
yeah,
easy months, but there's no easy years.
yeah,
Something's
yeah,
always gonna happen.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but that's what I learned over the years is that you gotta want it. You have to want it. You
Mm.
gotta work for it, and you also have to prepare yourself.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Excited to be here today. Excited about my guest. Listen, this gentleman has a lot of years of experience, and by his own admission, he's done everything. And maybe one, maybe two things that he hasn't done in real estate, but he's done it all. To prove that fact, I was asking him questions, and he was kind of looking at me like, "Didn't I just say I did?" No, he didn't look at me like that. But still, this gentleman has done it all. It's no tricking them. Anything he can talk to you about anything you need to talk about. He has expertise in it or experience in it. And so I am excited to introduce you all to, and excited for y'all to hear from Mr. Andre Talks Green. Mr. Andre, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good, Q. How you doing, man?
Oh man, doing good, sir. Doing good. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I kind of want to dive in. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. Listen, man, if you want to give us a little bit of an origin story of how you got into real estate, we love origin stories. And then, man, tell them where you at. Tell them, where you coming from, brother. And so, what part of the world you in. And so, I appreciate you, man. You got the floor.
Appreciate it. So, like you said, my name is Andre Green, also known as Andre Talks Green. I am born and raised in New York City, so I'm Queens through and through. I got into real estate at about 2004, right? So I've been in over 20 years now, and I've been active in it ever since. It's kind of those things I kind of fell into, and I had a passion for it when I was in college, and I met the right people, had the right mentors, and they taught me the real game, right? It wasn't just about making a quick buck. They taught me how finance works, and the
Mm,
more I got into it, the more I loved it to the point where I am now, which I'll give you a quick short story, but it's been a full circle for me and a great journey. But I've done it all, like you mentioned, right? So I've had every job in real estate except for maybe one or two, right? I never did title work, and I've never been an appraiser, but I've done everything else. So loan officer, mortgage broker, real estate broker, underwriter, commercial property manager, residential property manager, office buildings, apartment buildings, townhouses. I have a lot of experience, right? I'm an active landlord right now. I own and operate a property management company, and I've been doing property management, which is the bulk of my experience for over 12 years, right? So,
yeah,
and at a high level, because we're talking about New York City property management, not the mom and pop. So
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
with large companies for an extended period of time. So I've covered a lot of ground over this time. But what really got me into it and where I got to stick was what I realized as maybe a 19-year-old was that the people that I saw with the fancy cars and the nice watches and the great clothes were people that owned things, right? They
Yeah.
owned a business, they owned real estate, they owned their income. And what I thought would have been the easy thing was, okay, you can be a salesperson to make money. That's a great way to make an income.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
But if you're trying to build wealth, you got to own the thing that you're in. You got to own your home. You got to own the assets. And that's what when I worked at the bank, I had an amazing mentor that hired me and taught me the real game. Real estate at a bank level is completely different from everything else.
Yeah.
So when I learned that, you can refinance a $50 million building and not pay taxes, mine was blown, right? It was like, well, how's this work? So I definitely learned the game in and out, from originating a mortgage loan and learning how the secondary markets affect the real estate interest rates, 10-year treasury yields and all that stuff. And then when I got to the bank, it was like more of like, this is how you structure, leases and do tenant relations, to the point where I'm like, okay, I learned a lot here, but what else is out there for me? So I left there and I went and started doing property management for owner developer that had about 5,000 units in Manhattan.
Mm.
We managed apartments in Manhattan. They had 20,000 total, but my team did 5,000 in our unit.
Yeah.
And it was there that I realized that you can't really make money forever unless you own something, own the asset. And that was what put me on a track of, I need to start buying property. So this was around 2014 when I got that job. In 2017, I started buying rentals on my own, right? So I had to figure out what market works for me, because being from New York and being a property manager, I had all the nightmare stories. And our laws here are very tenant friendly, and I didn't want to own in New York. So I'm like, well, where can I go? I ended up landing on the mid-Atlantic region. So Philadelphia, Delaware, Southern Jersey market. And I started buying townhouses down there. And I got lucky, not gonna lie, right? I can say I'm a genius and I picked the perfect time to go out and start buying. I didn't. I just got lucky. I was looking around the time when the market was low, and it was 2017 going to 2018. And as everybody knows, 2020, the market exploded, right? All the values went up. So I was in early and I just kept buying and I was being consistent. And I realized that, growing isn't always the goal.
Mm.
The properties I accumulated, the more work I had to do, the bigger the property management headaches became. Then I started to kind of look at my lifestyle like, well, is this what I really want to do? I want to manage people every day, because that's what property management is, managing people every day. I'm like, no, I don't like it. I don't want to do this every day. So what's next, right? And that led me into mortgage lending, in the sense that I'm now buying mortgage notes and selling properties and holding the notes on them, right? And brokering notes, because I'm dealing with the paper. And I love that side of the investment business. That's the side of the business that I absolutely love, to the point where I went out and I got my licenses to be a financial advisor, to teach my community and teach my friends and my family, this is what we can do with the money once we start to accumulate the wealth, right? Because I know a lot of old landlords. I know a lot of tired landlords.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, you don't want to do it anymore. So what's next? How do you continue to maintain the cash flow, but still have some protection of your money and keep it moving? Because money loves speed, as everybody likes to say. So that's where I got to. And while I was on my journey, I decided to open an insurance brokerage to kind of aid in my property management, because insurance is a big ticket item for all of us investors. How do we minimize the expense but maximize our coverage? So, there's a lot of pieces to it, but the short version is, it took me a while to get here, but I'm here now, right? So,
Yeah.
and over the years, just throw this in there, I actually wrote a book called The Long Distance Millionaire. That right here for you. So
Nice.
that's the website. I'll give you information when we're done talking. But that book is a summation of my 20 years of experience in real estate. And it has a workbook that you can get with it, that gives you letters and checklists and automations and programs. That's everything you need to do for property management is in there. the mindset of what type of investor you want to be, and then the practical steps to get to get to that point where you're financially free.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Man, you see me pausing my man. I told you give me the origin story, but you said you want the story. Here go the story.
Version.
Man, no, that was brilliant. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for walking us through your journey, letting us know where you are now, but where you came from to get to where you are now. And I have a saying, I've been saying it religiously now, that destiny has no wasted moments. Meaning, like as you go through every destination of your life, every stop, you pick up skills, you pick up resilience, you pick up consistency, whatever. And so, Andre, I want to know if you can put language to the things, the inner skills, those tools that have made you kind of who you are today, that makes you the businessman, that makes you the man you are today. Like, what have you picked up as destiny has transpired for you?
That's a great question, and you put it very eloquently, because I'm a 100% believer in, you go through everything for a reason. So, I mean, starting off as a kid, I was always into sports. I'm very athletic, but I was always undersized, right? I'm
Mm,
the smallest kid on the team in every sport: football, baseball, basketball, track, soccer, all of it. I'm the little one. And football and basketball, especially, because those were like my two passions. Being the smallest guy, I'm going to take the most amount of abuse.
mm,
And that grit and
mm,
resiliency is what I learned at a young age, and teamwork. Right? I learned those two things at the same exact time. You're gonna have people knock you down, and then people around you are the ones gonna kind of pick you up. But no matter what they do, you have to still want to get up and keep going, right? So over the years, I learned that as long as I don't quit, it's not over, right? You're gonna
mm,
face obstacles and challenges. You have to have your why as to why you want to keep going. It's got to be bigger than all the pain you're going through. And when you've identified that and you're really working for a real reason, all you're trying to do is figure out the puzzle. So that's
mm.
one of the things that I've gotten through a lot of the issues. Is there's no easy years when it comes to being a real estate investor, right? You
Yeah,
might have some
yeah,
easy months, but there's no easy years.
yeah,
Something's
yeah,
always gonna happen.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I learned over the years, is that you gotta want it. You have to want it. You gotta work for it, and you also have to prepare yourself, which is why I have the licenses and the experience. And I'm always looking for the next thing that's gonna add that tool to my tool belt.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Man, I love it. So we're similar. You saw when you was the smallest guy. So I basketball all through high school. I was always the shortest guy, but the biggest guy. So I've always was playing basketball like at 5'9", 240, 250 pounds.
Yeah.
But like you learn how to adapt. You learn how to box out, use position. You learn how to think better, right? You learn how to get the ball out quicker before a trap come, right? Because you're not the quickest, right? So you learn how to make quicker decisions. And so I love how you use things from where you was younger to where you are now. And I think if business owners pay attention, they will be able to synthesize that, like kind of like who I've always been. I'm kind of bringing to who I am now. You know what I'm saying? And you would, it makes you unlock your superpower, but it also makes you get curious about, hey, what could I be doing better? Where can I get help and different things like that? And so, and I love how you said there may be easy months, but there's no easy years. And so, if you don't mind, tell me some of the adversity you had to bump up against as you was growing.
Which one do you want?
I told you, man, 20 minutes, man. We're doing a podcast in 20 minutes.
I'll give you the most relatable ones to start with.
Yeah.
Financing is a big piece.
Mm,
As a real estate investor, we all know that we need money, for the deals, right? And for the most part, we're always using bank financing for the bulk of it, right? We might have to come up with our 15, 20% or whatever it is, 5%, depending on how you're trying to structure your deal. But financing is a big piece. One of my acquisitions, I was buying a portfolio, small portfolio from a seller, a tire landlord. Right? Everything was in place. My credit was right. I had my down payment money. I had all my tax returns done. I sent everything into the bank. They told me yes 15 times. They called
mm-hmm.
me 2 weeks before closing and told me that they can't do the deal anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Mm,
why? What happened? They're like, oh, well, because of your tax returns, you, mind you, now I had a W-2 job for the majority of my investing career.
Yeah.
So this was 2019.
Mhm.
They were like, your income is fine. Your property's all cash flow. So I'm like, so what's the problem? Like, well, on your tax return, your business like shows a loss because you're doing depreciation and all this other stuff. So we have to we have to reduce your amount of income based on your tax return. So that left me in the lurch. I got 2 weeks to close and now I got to raise $250,000. But I did it.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
So right, that's the part about that resilience, right? And your team around you. So I had to reach out to my network to go and raise the money. And now that taught me a brand new skill because I never needed to do that before. But
Yeah.
now I have to have my P&L and my performers, and I have to do a presentation to the hardest person to sell is your friends and family.
Come on. Yeah.
That's the hardest person to sell. A stranger will buy from you before your mom will. And your mom wanted to help you and she still won't buy. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I got the friends and family money together and we raised the money and I closed on it and then gave everybody their money back as a part of the plan because that's the big piece, right?
Mhm.
I want to build that trust for the future, which
Mhm.
came full circle a couple years later. I had an apartment building that came up, went back to some of the same friends and family. Hey, got an opportunity here, but this time it's not just to lend me the money. Let's all get in on a deal with some equity and own the building together, which
Mhm.
we did. So
Mhm.
financing and you can cross all your T's and dot all your I's and things will still fall apart on you. So
Yeah.
you got to be prepared for worst case scenario in everything. And don't fudge the numbers because that's something that I see a lot of my students do, a lot of people that I know do. They're trying to make the numbers work the deal instead of the deal working the numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, man, appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. I like to say, thank you for the gift of your vulnerability, right? Like you telling us stuff you ain't had to tell us, but you did. And I know when people relate to vulnerability, because a lot of people, some are scared to say what they're actually going through.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate you saying that because I think that's going to hit some people straight where they need to hit and it's going to encourage them. And so, let me ask you this, man. What is the next real goal? Like, what are you looking to solve or scale next?
So in terms of solving, my philosophy on investing has changed quite a bit from when I first started out. Because in the beginning it was grow as fast as I can, buy as many units as possible, and just have the most. And then
Yeah.
I learned as I got more experience. I've been investing on my own for about 10 years now. Is that doors doesn't equal cash flow.
Right.
Right? I want cash flow. I don't want a lot of doors.
Mhm.
So that if that means scaling back the portfolio, selling some of the assets that have some really good appreciation and equity in them, and clearing off the debt for the stuff that you can now own free and clear that have much better cash flow because you don't have the big mortgages on them anymore. That's the obstacle that I'm kind of navigating right now of, well, how do I clean up all of the debt across the
Yeah.
portfolio and minimize it as much as possible, keep what I have to keep in terms of the debt, but then cash flow as much as possible, right? So
Yeah.
that's part one. And then the other part is kind of educating my community on how do we invest together, right? You
Mm.
can do it by yourself because I've traveled quite a far way alone. But
Yeah.
there's an old proverb: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go
Mm.
far, go together. And I'm at that point in my investing career where I'm looking to bring some people along for these next opportunities and these next properties in multiple different ways. We're talking about buying physical assets. We're talking about raising money to invest into mortgages and other syndications, right? Because I'm an investor, right?
Yeah.
Investing doesn't mean I'm doing all the work all the time. It means I'm putting my money to work for me. So
Yeah.
where are those opportunities? How can we protect ourselves, mitigate our risk, and still get some of that mailbox money, right? 'Cause who wants to
Yeah.
go to work every day? I want to go to the beach with my feet
That
up and
part.
a Mai Tai.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. That part. Absolutely. Man, time and freedom gives you a lot of margin. Like when you got time and you got freedom, you can put things into perspective. But man, when you constantly hitting the ground, constantly have the grind, those margins, it ain't no margin. I've got one day. I'm not sleeping. I'm barely eating. I'm working. But when you got that time and freedom, man, yeah, you can make margin for vacation, sleep, leisure, golf, all kind of things, you know? So say I hear you, man. I hear you. And it seems like that's the opportunity. You want to be able to present to other people, like, listen, let's get this time and freedom back. Like that's what we want back. And so I love it, man. And I love how you want to empower other people. So I want to put a bow on when we talk about other people. I want you to talk me about relationship building a little bit.
Okay.
What is your mindset when it comes to relationships? It seems like they're important to you. It seems like you value them, but I want to hear from you. What's the premium that you put on relationships?
It's priceless. There's no dollar amount you could put on a good relationship, right? Everyone can have a relationship. They don't doesn't mean it's a good relationship. So I pride myself on providing value first, right? I'm a guy that I like I said, I've got all the experience. I know how to do it. I've made a bunch of money. But my first question to people that I meet at events or just in general is, how can I help you?
Mm,
Because I know that if I can help you do something that you didn't think could get done,
yeah.
if I need help, you're gonna reciprocate. I might not need it, but
Mm,
giving, I'm a go giver, right? I'm giving is more important to me than receiving because I want to make sure I can help people, right? And I've taken my lumps over the years. There's no investor that's been in the game for more than maybe 2-3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years that hasn't got punched in the face a few times, right? Mike Tyson's favorite quote: "Everybody got a plan, so they get punched in the face."
hmm
What do you do when that happens? And for me, I realized that being able to rely on my network and my relationships is what gets you through when you run into a wall and like, whoa, I didn't expect this, I didn't plan for this. How do I navigate the space? And you got to sometimes turn to some mentors, turn to some friends, and you're gonna get different things from different people. But
Yeah.
being able to not be in that hole by yourself, trying to figure it out, is probably one of the because your mental space is the most valuable real estate you have.
Absolutely.
You've got places to turn and get you out of that rut, and helping other people always lends to new creativity and new opportunities. So
Yeah.
I always give first and ask later in every
Yeah.
situation. But relationships are the most important thing in real estate, not in real estate, in life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In real
Yeah.
estate, it shows up in different ways, but in any business, because I've gotten deals from people I just knew in passing. Because hey, oh, I'm just a cool guy. Hey, I got a deal over here. Does this look like it's something that you want? I bought a building that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just from having good relationships and always trying to help people. That's all.
I love it, man. I love how you said you'll give and it'll come back to you. Is an old proverb, old scripture that says, "Give and it will be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over."
Mhm.
So that means you give is gonna come back, but not just come back, it'll come back in abundance. And I think you have proven that. Like you have given me example after example that you gave and that junk and came back running over. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate you, man. Listen, Andre, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect to you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you?
Sure. Oh, it's very, very easy. Check me on all the socials. All of them are normally the same. So it's at Andre Talks Green. So it's Andre underscore talks underscore green on all the socials. If you want to go to the website, it's www.andretalksgreen.com. And I do consultations. So I can
Mm,
book a consultation on there. I don't have any, I have the book is also on the website. I don't have any mentorships that I'm doing currently because I kind of put them
okay.
all on pause for right now because I'm actually working out some things for the book and the program I used to have, kind of revamping that to give back, right? So
Good, good.
I want people to be able to take actionable steps. If your goal is to do something, that's what we're gonna set the plan around, right? I want you to accomplish the goal. Not just I'm not trying to sell you something just so you can spend some money and learn some information. It's more valuable when you do the thing. So what are
Mm,
the steps you could take? So definitely check me out on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Very active on there, and I'm accessible, right? If you want to talk,
mm.
want to book a call, we can chop it up. You want to do some deals together, we can figure it out. If needs a financing advice, I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm here for you. I'm here for you in any way possible.
absolutely. Listen, I want y'all to blow up his phone so much that he regret giving his number out. I want y'all to blow it up. And he'd be like, okay, wait a minute, wait. No, no, no. But definitely. Nah, man. So listen, man, sincerely, bro. Thank you for your time because you already know you can put a premium on your time. Your time is super valuable. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your story, man. Thank you for sharing the way that you shared, the way you went into details about things. I really, really appreciate that. Kobe Bryant, before he passed away, he said nothing in this world moves without story. Like he was going into a part of his life where he wanted to tell the greatest story that he could possibly tell. And so nothing moves without story. And last thing, man, thank you for your perspective. Thank you for the way you think and bringing that mindset to this podcast. I greatly appreciate you being here, Andre.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, man. Well, listen, y'all got the value. You can't tell me you didn't. Definitely check out Andre Talks Green for sure. But you got to make sure you are subscribed here because I promise you, we're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like Mr. Andre. So, sir, I want to say thank you again. And to everyone else, we'll see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.